The more areas and unique placements that you print on a garment, the more profitability you can achieve. I'm going to be showing you, using just a t-shirt and a heat press, how you can get some of those unique placements and print areas. Let's get started. So we're going to start with one of the most basic placements, which is the across chest. I already have my center of my t-shirt and everything loaded on. By doing this, all I did was fold the t-shirt in half and create a crease. So I know whenever I place my design that I'm exactly center of the t-shirt. Now, whenever I consider how far down from the collar I need to go for my across chest placement, I'm just going to go 3 fingers down from the collar, which is roughly 2 to 3 inches from the collar. Right, so for this application, I'm just going to tack for 3 to 5 seconds. And I'm using CAD cut fashion film, and that is a hot peel, so I can go ahead and peel that carrier back after I've tacked it. My next most common placement is a full front. So I'm going to drop this just below my across chest placement. And you'll notice by how this is lined up that my full front can be anywhere from down here all the way up to the top of where my across chest begins. I'm going to cover with a cover sheet and again tack for 2 to 3 seconds. The next design placement is a left chest logo. This can commonly be pretty challenging for heat printers when it comes to decorating t-shirts. A general rule of thumb is finding center of your left chest logo by going about 6 to 8 inches down from where your shoulder seam meets your collar seam. Now, just as I did with the other placements, I'm going to tack this, and then we'll move on to our next placement. The next placement is a vertical placement. This is commonly used for being able to add a unique placement and, in turn, be able to add increased profitability. You'll also notice that the dimensions of the across chest and the vertical placement are very similar. So whenever considering unique placement so that you're not always doing a standard placement for just across the chest, you can use the same design created for this area and use it vertically as well. The next popular design placement and most commonly used is the medium front placement. You'll notice that it meets the top of the across chest and also drops about center of the full front. You'll notice these designs being used across the board for any type of market when decorating t-shirts. For small logos and graphics, the center front placement is extremely popular. The last placement I'm going to show you is the hip placement. For this, I'm going to move my t-shirt back on my platen and over a bit so that I find the side of my t-shirt. Right, this is a hip placement, or commonly known as a seam placement. Right, so this is a standard area of the t-shirt that you can decorate with a mascot or even personalization such as a name or a number. To complete the front of our shirt, I'm going to drop a logo here text so that customers will understand all the different options they have when it comes to branding a t-shirt. go ahead and peel that carrier back. And now that the front of the t-shirt is complete, that doesn't mean that these are the only placements that you can decorate a t-shirt with. We're going to turn this over and start decorating the back so you can see all the other opportunity you have by decorating the back of a shirt. All right, I'm going to make sure I'm center by pushing my t-shirt back so that the collar meets the top of the platen, and then pull it back to make sure I have a nice flat, even surface. We're going to preheat to release any moisture, wrinkles. And then we'll start with our cross shoulders placement. For this, I'm going to go 4 fingers down from the collar where the tag actually meets that seam, right? So I'm not right up against that seam, but a little bit further down where that tag is. And just as I did in the front, we're going to tack this for 3 to 5 seconds. This placement for this application is commonly used for names and other type of personalization, such as logos or the name of a company or local business you could be decorating for. Another commonly used placement is the full back. This is great for large graphics, especially if you are branding a shirt for a customer. You'll notice that the dimensions of this placement are a bit smaller than the across the shoulders, but it does meet the top of that graphic. The medium back placement is the next placement that we're going to put on the back of the shirt. And it is commonly used for smaller graphics, but gives the customer a good idea of how large their logo can be if they're doing a smaller design. Lastly, we have the locker patch placement. This is ideal for using personalization or branding on the back of the shirt. Now to complete the back of the shirt, I'm going to drop my logo here text so that customers will understand all of the print options they have for their branding on the back of a t-shirt. And now our placement guide t-shirt is complete. While this t-shirt demonstrates a variety of different placements for your customers' branding, this really just scratches the surface and unique placements that you can get creative with and in turn increase profitability. This is also a great marketing tool for your shop so that your customers understand all the possibilities that they have with their logo or their graphics, and they'll be more likely to add additional placements when seeing this. For more information on design, size, and placement, visit Stahls.com.